lost a rib. I run my fingers up and down my rib cage. I feel where I lost a rib on the railroad. I feel like a woman took it from me. She's been reading the Bible. That story at the beginning. Turns out she took it really seriously. She wanted one of my ribs. I'm a gentleman, so I don't talk about women in a malevolent manner. What you gonna do when a woman takes your rib? You gonna talk nice about said woman when she's got her rib now? Bet she feeds my rib to a dog, and the dog is sitting there chewing on my rib. That's not right. A man should have his rib. Now I'm the type who tolerates a lot. I got a threshold. It's about right here. It's very difficult to get above that threshold. Because I keep my threshold on the down level. So this woman, we'll call her Eve, follows me around town. You know, I got a threshold. I can handle it. I'm desirable. I take it as no surprise that a woman wants to follow me around town. So I don't think much of it. It's a small town, Midwest. She keeps her distance, good 100 feet, so it's not like she's endangering me or nothing. But I'll be like at a downtown diner enjoying a chocolate milkshake, looking through the window, you know, because I'm sitting on a stool and it's, you know, a nice day. And I sit on that stool because I'm very fond of that barber's pole. That swirly red, white, and blue is just out the corner of my eye. You know, I go there a few times a week. I get my chocolate milkshake and I look at the barber pole. And I plan out my day. I have a chocolate milkshake for breakfast. So I started noticing this woman stalking me. She's obsessed. Thinks I'm Adam. You know. You know. She calls me Adam. But I don't really talk to her. She's just across the street. She's writing things on big poster boards. Hi, Adam. Big black permanent marker. So I'm there. I'm drinking my milkshake, formulating my day. And sometimes I just look at that barber pole, which belongs to the diner, and it just puts me in a trance, really. That's when I come up with my plan for the day. And my plan doesn't include Eve, you know, with her sign across the street. Hi, Adam. I love you, Adam. Where's my rib, Adam? And there's that last sign, where's my rib? That was like, what's going on with this woman? Right? Is she crazy? I mean, she's already crazy, right? She's stalking me, so that's just a check mark right there. So, and then I'm like, I'm not Adam. And then I'm like, she's probably not Eve. She says she's Eve. She puts it on the poster board. Hi, I'm Eve. I want your rib. And then I can obviously tell she's really into Genesis, you know. And just when I'm saying that, you're not gonna believe this, but there was a snake, like on the part of the curb, not the top part, but the part where it has the gully, so to speak, and then the snake goes down the drain, right in front of her, right as she's like, I want your rib. So, you know, this is happening. I'm freaking out just a little bit. I'm a pretty low-key guy. I got that threshold I was telling you about. But I start to wonder, you know. I really start to wonder, and I'm not enjoying my chocolate milkshake anymore. And I'm actually fixated on her now, and I'm not paying attention to the barber pole. I'm like, why did a snake cross her path and go down the drain? And she's telling me she wants my rib. You know, after a while, you have to start paying attention. You notice the coincidences, and you're like, what is the probability? So I get up, scratching my head, and I pay the waitress, Cheryl, just give her a tip and everything, and I go out the door. It's, you know, it's a diner door, so it's got that bell hanging on it that has three little bells, three bells, and it's clang, 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 clang. I go outside and I take a left, and I'm just walking with purpose and intention, because even though, you know, I didn't really plan that day, that woman back there is freaking me out. Eve. She's freaking me out. Where did she come from? Is this some apparition in my mind? So I'm walking really fast. really fast, more and more, because I'm thinking either she's crazy or I'm hallucinating, or maybe I'm hallucinating a crazy woman. And as I'm walking and picking up pace, I'm like, ugh. And I feel this stitch on where my ribs are. You know, right in the middle. You get, those stitches. You're like, ugh, ah. And I'm like, ah. And I'm thinking maybe it's because I'm walking fast and the terrain is becoming questionable and I'm getting out of the small town. And then I'm so obsessed with the actual stitch that I run into a kid on a bike who's crossing the railroad track at the same time as I am. And I'm like really kind of dizzy. He hits me hard. Alright? Hits me hard. And I spin around and go plop right on the railroad track and I bust my head. And I'm bleeding. And before I know it, Eve is reaching down into my chest, right where that stitch is. She penetrates my skin with her claws and pulls out the rib. And I am in agony, and I look at her. I'm completely perplexed and in completely just pain. But I don't resist because it's as if her claws, right when they went into my body, they had this anesthetic effect. I couldn't, I felt the agony, but at the same time, I was okay. I was numbed out. It's like an out-of-body thing. She took my rib. And then she just ran. She stopped following me now. I don't know, maybe a month or something, but she was following me up to that point, and then she was gone. So now I'm walking around without a rib right here. Oh yeah, I'm missing a rib. I didn't even go to the hospital. What am I gonna say? Hey, yo, doc. Eve took my rib. She thought I was Adam. She had a pet snake. And God knows what she's doing right now. She's probably got her own property. Nice little apple tree. See, that's the thing about women today. They want to do everything themselves, right? So, the original story, God takes my rib and fashions Eve. In the sequel, Eve and Adam don't even know each other, and Eve is stalking Adam and waiting for that moment where she can go up and steal his rib, and she's got some anesthesia on her claws. And now she's off doing it by herself in her own garden with her own apple tree and with her own snake. She's one of those empowered women. She doesn't need God. She doesn't need a man. God knows what she's going to do with that snake. Meanwhile, I'm walking around town without a rib. And I'm thinking, can I take this woman to court? I can't. If I went and got that rib back, what am I going to do? Put it back in my body? And the dog has been chewing on it, for sure. But I'm also like, it doesn't make sense because this is the sequel, but God made the woman from the rib, so what's the woman gonna make from my rib now? God? Is that how far we've sunk? God is dead, you know? That Nietzsche said that. God is dead, so God is dead, and then all of a sudden, a woman steals my rib, and now she's gonna create God in her image? Is that what? Is that what this is? Is that why I was selected? Mr. Adam? Or maybe she's just some crazy woman who reads the Bible at home and then goes out in town and recreates the Bible in her little episodes on her property with her trailer and her dog and her apple tree. I mean, that's possible. Woman, crazy woman, living in a trailer park home, recreating the Bible, stealing men's ribs. Yeah, but that doesn't explain the anesthesia. That was supernatural. Unless she is God. Now that's something I never thought about. I mean, she did get that snake to crawl on around the curb, down the curb, and into the the drain. I guess she's thinking real, you know. So anyways, I go back to the diner. I'm back there now. I switched it up. I was going vanilla shake and then strawberry shake and then Oreo shake, but I'm looking at the barber pole. And then one day I'm looking through the window as I'm sitting on those stools, the ones that have the cushions. Look like a diner, right? It's red cushion, nice sheen to the cushion. See a bearded dude across the street. Guess what's on those poster boards now? Guess what's on those poster boards? The 10 Commandments. He says the 10 Commandments in black permanent marker at the top of the poster board. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on one side, it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the other, and then I can't read the scrawl. But you know what's next. Yeah. Right there. Right there to the side. Mr. Moses is a burning bush. I don't know about the people in my town. Either they are crazy, or I am crazy. But it's clear. It's really clear that I am gonna know the whole Bible by the end of the year.